Y'all know the vibes, YouTube. Y'all see what's on the title. We got another little GOAT debate video type, you know, 23 teammates of LeBron and Jordan pick who's better. I'm starting to lean towards the Michael Jordan side with this argument way more, you know. I've been doing my research. I've just been tapping in like Jordan really got that he definitely passed the eye test. Like you look at Jordan and LeBron, you could look and see who was better, like off the rip, you know. But let me chill. I'm wilding on bro right now. I just need to see more, you know.
What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. And today I'm back in another video. For this time we're gonna look at 23 different NBA players who play with LeBron James or Michael Jordan and get their opinion on who's the greatest player of all time.
I'm saying, like,
and obviously for this video, I couldn't choose every player, as not every teammate has given their opinion on who they think is better, Michael Jordan or LeBron James. So without wasting any more time, let's see what these 23 players have to say about the GOAT debate.
That's been a big debate for a while.
No question.
I just think that if you look at Michael, the body work he's done over the years.
I'm sorry for pausing, but this is fire. He got the counters at the bottom. That's tough. You don't really count up. That's the LeBron James logo. Ew. He should have just put the king, the little crown with the Nike swoosh or something. That is trash.
LeBron, the body work he's done over the years. How many years? 17 now, going to 18. Michael is the greatest player ever. You know, Michael's been injured one time. He never asked to sit out. He never asked for anything. But only he asked for respect and money. As far as LeBron and Michael, if Michael played in this era, he'll average 50. He'll average 50 points. LeBron's a great talent, no doubt.
About that too. He definitely will.
That's why I wanted to top.
I don't know about 50, maybe 45. You know what I'm saying? Because you know, scoring isn't everything in this league today. They try to let some people score and then let the main guy score and then stop the others, or sometimes like that, shit like that. Yeah, I feel like he'll score whatever he needs to score to win. That's what I feel like, you know. Whatever he needs to score to win, he gonna do that. Cause in the 90s, he had 37, 35, like, and then he was like, all right, we not winning like this. We gonna calm it down. Let's get a little 30, 32, 31. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna get these dubs though. We're gonna get these chips though. You know? And that's different. That's real GOAT. Like, come on, man.
Ever played with Kobe, Magic.
I'm coming to the realization, y'all.
Michael's right there. I don't know why you guys discuss the GOAT.
I get asked all the time about, you know, MJ, LeBron, and it's such a difficult question to ask. All I know is they're the two best players that I've ever witnessed. They're very different, but you know, however you want to rank them, you know, they're right there together.
Who the GOAT?
Michael Jordan. Okay, listen, and this is LeBron is one of my good friends. I have so much respect for what he's doing now, what he's done, and what he would eventually do, because he's not done yet. So it's definitely, I'm gonna say this, it would definitely be an argument that would need to be had. If LeBron James end up the #1 scorer of all time,
You saying?
top 5 in assists and top 5 in rebounds, and have 4 to 5, 6 championships, you cannot do nothing but have the conversation of who's the greatest of all time.
The conversation's already happening.
Well, the conversation's been happening, but it's not good. LeBron's still playing. It's hard to have that conversation about the greatest of all time when a man is still putting on his jersey.
Nah, like he's still doing stuff. That's why, this conversation is really silly right now. I ain't gonna lie. You can't. And if it's to be had right now, Jordan wins every time in my book now. You know, knowing what I know, Jordan wins every time in my book, because, you know, the being the best offensive and defensive player on the court at one time, you know, it's just, it takes so much out of you, and you still got that competitive nature in you to go and hit the last shot, to go and guard the best player, you know, to get a turnover, you running down court, you need that block, you need that, you know. That's the difference though, the competitiveness,
right?
You know?
But when he's done, his
and the skill, like,
statistical lineup is going to be the greatest that's ever played the game when it comes to scoring, assists, rebounds, so forth and so on. I come from a Jordan era. I am biased, and I'm going to be a bias to the day I pass away. Michael Jordan will be my GOAT.
I always loved you. I love you even more.
No, he would be my GOAT. But that doesn't mean I'm not taking anything away from LeBron. LeBron is amazing, but Michael Jordan is my GOAT. I play basketball because of Michael Jordan.
Michael Jordan is the greatest player to ever put on shoes and play in our game. No doubt about it. I'm always asked about Carson to compare him to LeBron. I try to make the best of it.
You try to make the best of it.
I've tried to make the best of it, but really, the comparison shouldn't ever be made. They both play two different positions, and there's no game that I would ever play in and pick LeBron James over Michael Jordan.
But without question, I want to say this about both. LeBron James is this generation's best player. And I think Jordan was clearly that generation's best player. Now, who's the best? I think I'm biased. I would say Michael Jordan, just because mentally what he was able to do, and I knew him. Michael Jordan is not going to back away from any level of competition or any player that comes up.
And that's not even being biased, gang. Like, it's just how you. I mean, of course you might have some bias, but your reasoning isn't biased. Like, we just like it's the facts. The proof is in the pudding, man. Like, we know what Jordan has done. We know what Bron has done to this point, and it's just not comparable. It's not. Bron here, Jordan's here still. Like, LeBron you got a whole lot to do.
I think LeBron James would meet the challenge because
and it's like
he will pose some problems for a player like a Jordan, any player, because he's 6'8", 260. But I would have loved to seen the matchup. But I'm going to say Michael Jordan without question.
LeBron James or Michael Jordan? Ooh. You get one.
LeBron or Mike?
You get one, CB. I'm not talking about who you play. You get one on your team.
What am I picking for? It depends on what I'm picking for.
Come on, Chris. Come on, Chris. You get one. You get one, Chris.
I get one. I mean, guys, why y'all gonna put me on the spot like that?
Come on, man. This is what we do. This is barbershop, CB. This is what we do.
Look, I'm gonna go with Bron. One, because that's my guy.
Yeah, that's a little biased.
He's given me many assists and many open shots.
That's just because he played with him. That's the bias. Because, you know what I'm saying?
A lot of those pocket passes, pick and roll to the basket. He's responsible for, a nice portion of my points that I got in Miami. So I'm going to go with my guy. You know what I mean? But I only say that because, I know what he brings to the table. We know what MJ brings as well. But just as far as, like, being a teammate, having fun, going out there on the court, distributing the ball.
It's about damn time. Listen, I've been telling him for years. I said, listen, man, you the best player. You the best player ever that's played this game. You got to start talking. I know you the nice guy, and, you don't want, you want to make everyone happy.
That's Tristan Thompson?
Talk the talk. You walk the walk. You want to dunk on guys and block shots and all that stuff. You got to let them know. Put some respect on your name. And that made me so happy when he said that to Rachel Nichols when she interviewed him, because it's the truth. Every time he just pressure on him, he makes something happen. And then there's another stat that comes out that he's not a part of, and he makes it happen. So he keeps, every time we give him a challenge, he just looks at it and takes it on and makes greatness out of it. So I'm glad he said about time.
Kobe Bryant couldn't fill, or Michael Jordan fill LeBron's shoes. The impact that he's had with different teammates, different organizations.
Would you be mad at me if I just walked off the show?
You can't leave.
Hey, are you aware that this man has tripled and doubled Michael Jordan in assists? Assists make other players better now.
I'm going to say one thing to you, Max. I don't know the numbers like you do. Michael Jordan is what in the finals? 6 and what?
Oh.
And what is LeBron in the finals? That's all I got to say.
Is he better than Michael Jordan, speaking of history?
No. You've really gotten good at going for the headlines. Are you impressed by this?
Well, I know that's what I mean. Look, we got Kyrie Irving here. He played with LeBron
It is a constant
James.
debate. It is
It's
never
a constant debate. Has he reached that?
No, I would say that he's on his own lane, man.
Can he do something where you would go, now I would look at him as best player?
No, I think he's certainly, just off the cuff, he's certainly the top 5 of all time. But playing against him and MJ, I think, for me, it's MJ all day long, only because how I played against him, and MJ just had everything. You know, from mid-range to three-point to post-up game, and he could score.
MJ shot 50% from the field, 50% in the clutch. It's over. That's the difference though. 50% in the clutch. Like when it's clutch time, you know, you better flip a coin. That's how close you might make that. You know, it's crazy.
And dominate in each position. LeBron is dominant.
Don't get me wrong. I mean, growing up, obviously, I got the jersey tatted on my stomach. Like, MJ was the greatest of all time, in my opinion, up until 2 years ago. And I was with Rayon by far. But the last couple of years, at 33 years old, averaging the triple-double a whole month, walking into the playoffs, I mean, just hit 31,000 points the other day, hit 30,000 points earlier this year, 8,000 rebounds, 8,000 assists.
It's insane, bro. Like,
I mean, how far do we have, like, what more do we have to keep going as far as whether it's numbers or just ability? Like, at what point do we just say?
Has the debate changed for you, Richard?
Well, I think it's always hard to do this debate before an individual's career is over unless the individual has like surpassed that person, right? And so I think it is difficult because we see LeBron every single year. He adds something else, whether it's an assist title, being the best player on the best team in the Western Conference, something that he had never done before. So it's like, is he gaining ground? Yes. Like that's obviously if Michael Jordan is at the mountaintop, every accomplishment, and it doesn't have to be scoring titles, it could be assist titles, it could be, little bitty things that closes that gap between him and MJ, but it is very, very close.
So, Jordan or LeBron?
Jordan. Michael Jordan was a killer. I'm not knocking that, but when we talk about LeBron James, he's the best all-around basketball player I ever laid my eyes on, and that's why I got him as the GOAT.
Yeah.
And by the way, those two guys, Kobe Bryant and Michael Jordan, by the way, he passed both of those guys on the all-time scoring list.
Can you believe skinny little Michael is Michael Jordan? And I was like, yeah, because I've been around since 1982. And to see him become what everybody models themselves after. And I've gone years of saying, he was the best in the 90s, Dr. J, Oscar Robertson. I just had to admit it. I'm not going to get to do this again. He was the greatest basketball player in the NBA history. And I don't know if anybody is going to even come close.
MJ, I'm from North Carolina. He's from North Carolina. We went to the University of North Carolina. I'm going with my guy. And I really believe it. I mean, LeBron is great, but Michael Jordan is the greatest.
I want to hear from you because you played against both of them. And Jordan was still, his last 3 years with the Bulls when you played against him, right? So both of them kind of in their primes or at their best. Talk about what it was like to go up against both of them, like the differences you see.
Well, I think for me, Michael Jordan was a killer. It didn't matter. He wanted to come in and kill you. When I remember my first game playing him in the Spectrum in Philadelphia. He dropped 48 and 3/4 and went and sit down and watch the rest of the game.
For the record,
like things like that, bro.
You were going to be the next Jordan, quote unquote. So
and he squelched that right away.
Thank
Just
you.
like that. He may be, but not tonight. But I think from LeBron's standpoint, the first time I played against him, I was a little older. I think it maybe just been a little more respect factor. I was able to do more against him even when he was in his prime, 5 or 6 years in the league. But he's an unbelievable talent. I mean, I'd take either one of them any day, but in my mind, as far as just a straight killer mentality is Michael Jordan.
MJ's the GOAT, just out of respect, but my generation is LeBron. So, I mean, you can take that how you want to take it.
Eddie, would LeBron pass Jordan with a title this year?
Knock it off.
Thank you.
Thank you. If you don't stop it,
Next question.
Right, if you don't stop it, we should, because this is ridiculous that we're even talking about this. Not to take away from LeBron's greatness.
Were you taking away from?
No, I'm not. No, I'm not.
This man played with LeBron.
Not taking away from LeBron's greatness. As great as he is, and for this era, could have played in any era and still been great. But We talking about Michael Jordan. Whenever you have all of your peers, you have your peers that play with you. You have the greats and then the future greats, all saying Jordan is the best. I mean, that's saying it's not even an
Kareem
argument.
ain't say it.
What
Bill Russell ain't say it.
Y'all gonna make the late Shannon jokes in there in the comments, man. Yeah, Shannon do be caping for Bron OD, man. You gotta just accept reality, man. You know what I'm saying?
They know it. They know it for sure. They know for a fact.
Michael from 80s and 90s, or LeBron from 2000 or 2010s. You can't just say one was the better than the other.
And now for the end of the video, we have 4 more players. The first player being NBA veteran Udonis Haslem, who indirectly called Jordan the GOAT when he said he would fight him if Jordan ever talked trash to him. The next player we have is Brendan Haywood, who played with both Jordan and LeBron, and he argues Jordan is the GOAT. He has 6 MVPs, 6 championships, he three-peated twice, and he's never been to a Game 7 in the NBA Finals. Next up, we have Scott Williams, who once again played with both Jordan and LeBron James, and in his personal opinion, he hates these debates, and he hates choosing a GOAT. But if he was forced to choose one, he would take Jordan over LeBron James as the greatest player of all time. And the last player we have is Larry Hughes, who once again played with both Jordan and LeBron James, Jordan on the Wizards, and LeBron on the Cavs. And Larry Hughes said Jordan is the GOAT for LeBron James. He's not far behind, and you have to credit LeBron for all he's done. So that right there was 23 NBA players who played with Jordan or LeBron.
That's the end of this one, y'all. It's just getting more and more apparent to me, man. It's like, yeah, Brian, you right there. You there. Like, Jordan is here, you here, gang. Like, you almost there, but gotta just do more. Like they said, those little achievements, they just stacking up. They stacking up. Keep stacking them up, man. Keep stacking them up. And one day, maybe, you might be the GOAT. I don't know. You'll have to get into that another day, though, man. If you enjoyed this reaction, make sure you click on the last reaction on your screen right now. Road to 5,000 subscribers. Turn on post notifications. Tell me what videos you want me to react to next. And I'm out of here, man.